It's going to be a recap of our 2018 gun season. We had an amazing gun season. Both me and Brady each shot a deer. Same day, actually, right? Yep. So.
Shot yours in the morning. I shot mine at night.
Yeah. So we're going to recap that whole adventure for you guys today. So we'll get right into it.
Mainly because we're retarded and didn't video anything.
There you go. So I'll start with the story of my doe that I shot. This is my first ever doe, first ever deer with a gun.
Bazooka.
The old bazooka. No, I had the privilege of hunting with the Gee-Boards last year for gun season, and thankfully they showed me the ways of hunting and how to be an outdoorsman. This year is actually the first year that I was able to shoot and film and do all of these things that we're producing for you guys now. So in the morning we got there. How early would you say? We got there pretty early at about like.
It was light out.
It was light out by the time we started hunting. We were doing drives all day, so we were on some private land, of course, and a bunch of the guys, a bunch of people, a bunch of family friends got together and we were doing drives. I was the first one. Me and Brady and who was the other guy that was sitting?
I can't remember. It was an old guy.
It was an older gentleman.
We were hunting with. It was the first time for the quote unquote Gee-Boards to hunt with the Menominee people. They're part of my family. They're the Hofflands, and we weren't. It was the first year for us hunting in Menominee with rifles because we bow hunt it all the time. No one bow hunts it, so that's why we bow hunt it.
That's our plan for next year too. Is you'll be seeing a lot of Menominee footage. So I got sat down in the bottom of a ridge. So imagine we were in a cornfield, and then the cornfields came in, and there were hills going on either side like that. I was on
about 100 acres.
I was on the bottom of the
yards.
valley, and then there was a ridge, and then Brady was on the other side of that, of the other valley. So we just got sat down and we just got situated. The old man that dropped us off gave us a game plan and told us typically where the deer come from. I had a idea in mind of what I'm going to shoot. There was a doe that was injured prior to me going out there, and we were looking for it. 5 minutes into the sit, I started hearing the guys coming in and driving the deer our way. So at that point it was like, okay, time to actually get into the game. I was sitting in my valley, glassing on both ridges, and I just got done glassing the ridge to the right of me, and then I look over, and then there's this doe that just came beaming it straight towards me at 100 miles an hour, running, and I'm like, oh crap, there's no way that I'm going to be able to get my gun up. Thankfully it stopped because one of the old guys shot a deer, and then that noise just like froze it. So I was able to get my gun up, aim, fire, and hit it in a matter of 5 seconds. By the time it stopped, and then it stopped for just a brief period of time and looked in the opposite direction. That's how I was able to actually have the time to shoot. We tracked it for a little bit. Well, let me back up a little bit. So I shot. Brady came on over to my side asking, did you shoot? And I did. After the drive was all done, we found out the guy actually did shoot at another doe and hit it. And got it and gutted it and did the whole 9 yards. I So we were right on the property line. So here's a property line. We were shooting this way into our land, and then that was the property line. The doe jumped over the property line
And died
And then-
at least 40 yards. You saw it.
and it was dead. So
We called and got permission.
yeah, we did everything by the books as we're supposed to, and we got the doe back. Thankfully, recovered it, and it was probably one of the worst shots I took that season, bow and gun put together, because it went in through hit.
For gut wise.
Yep, and then just got some guts. Wasn't too pleasant
Well, you
to
obliterated
gut it
with
out.
like lungs and heart and stuff. You got
Yeah.
everything else. So
And the
died
deer was
quick.
probably 20 yards away. 20 yards away tops.
With a 270 Winchester, I think.
Yeah, 180 grain. Because remember, I added.
Yeah.
I was like,
Got the
dude,
big
there's no
guns.
way that I don't. There's no way I want to do a 130 grain. So I amped it up to 180 grain.
Ultramag.
Ooh, I can tell you what, I felt that afterwards. But that was my story. It was the doe was down inside of the valley. There was a valley on the other side of the property line, and it was down in the valley. So Brady and I both, we had to drag the sucker up. We're like, we're not gutting it down here. It's just, let's just drag it out, do it on our land. We dragged it out. We did everything, and I mean, I don't think it could have gone any better than the way it did.
No, it was easy trapping job, I say.
It was lots of blood everywhere. I mean, it wasn't like Owens where he just
Yeah.
there was no blood, and
Here's a quick clip of us gutting Owen's deer.
You're doing good. Just keep going. This is gonna take us all day, and the longer, just remember, the longer this takes, the worse it is.
Hard to breathe.
It looks
Yeah,
like,
close your eyes.
it looks like we cut it open and put horse crap in there.
Get it out of there. Let's go. Just go like this, rake it
do you
all
want,
towards
do you
this.
want, do you want to tilt a little more so it's like more of a slide?
Here, just get her.
Here, go and get down your hands and knees.
Just get this out. Just, you gotta do it. He's crying.
Here, Owen, get it in there. Come on.
Start. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, I don't know what that was, but you should have done that.
I can't breathe.
Come on, let's get her.
I can't breathe.
Brady's puking over there.
it was pretty funny. All the guys
Gagging.
puking and gagging.
That was bad. It was like a horse crapped inside.
Yeah,
thing.
I
Oh,
went
man.
back a couple weeks, would you say, later, and the gut pile still smelled like it smelled bad, real bad. So yeah, that was my story.
Alright.
It was a fun time because like I was happy that I was able to experience this. I was happy I'm experiencing this for the first time. It's like your first time with anything, your first kiss. It's like I don't know, man. I don't know what better way to put it. Like I was just so happy. I was grinning ear to ear. There's nothing.
So like after you gave Emily your first kiss, your face was like there was a smile across, and just like look, that'd be kind of creepy.
Well, I mean, there's a little bit of that going on, but yeah, that was my story for 2018 gun season. Brady, why don't you tell yours?
To add on to his, next year we have a plan. We're gonna buy some like gun mounts for which we already have in hand for squirrel hunting, gun hunting, and we'll have chest mounts, head mounts. So we have GoPro mounts. The audio's not really that great, but at least you guys will at least be able to see it. Unlike
Yeah.
this year where you guys didn't see anything other than pictures. So
We want
Just
to give you guys the best footage that we possibly can. So we're testing it out. We're learning as we go at this point. We don't really have anybody immediately that we can contact to for help. So bear with us for these couple months while we figure things out. But once summer comes and once we can actually start getting out and going on fishing trips,
we will have a Canada trip coming up in the spring, and we will probably have a Fox River trip, walleye fishing for both of those.
we're going to have a Colorado trip, backcountry, trout fishing, fly fishing. We're going to have a video coming out where I have the privilege of going to the Dominican Republic, so I'm gonna take advantage of hopefully some deep sea fishing. So that's gonna be something you guys should look forward to. I have got a couple fly fishing trips planned with Marcel that we're gonna go on in Evan, and yeah, just some river smallies. I mean, just living the dream. You know, I don't know a better way to put it.
Yeah. There will be multiple smallie trips for the spring and river fishing in the spring. So yeah, we'll have those. I just want to say that we're figuring out camera gear. It was the main problem is getting the actual camera footage and getting it down and having somebody doing that. It was
Yeah.
just a lot of new stuff this year. We weren't really sure if we are gonna start one or not, and then we decided to because we had a couple bull kills. We just gotta figure out and buy more camera arms, tripods,
Yeah.
just a lot of things, and we're not really the richest people in the world.
No, I mean I'm making $9 working at a festival part time.
So. Yeah, go visit him at festival.
Yeah, festival on Birch Street. Make sure to visit me.
So yeah, it was just summertime, and whenever we have money, that's when we buy things, and so yep. That's just I want to say that because just clear things up for people who are wondering why videos like 2018 gun season when there wasn't any more action, even though we had extremely good action.
Yeah, I think that if we could have filmed a little bit better up in some property up in Upper Dunn County for Brady's, I think that was a fun hunt for
Yep.
sure. If I could have gotten my doe with a bow on film, I think that would have been a fun hunt. Oh, I mean, we've got plenty of trips planned for you guys coming up. I think that we just got to get going, you know?
Mhm.
There's nothing else to talk about.
If you have any comments, like I know most big YouTubers don't have, like they try to do most things that their fans say, but they can't really because they can't look at all of them. We only have 72 subscribers.
Yeah.
So if you have any ideas for what we should do, shoot us, put a comment down below, or shoot us a text on Instagram. And
Yeah.
we just had an ambulance drive by. This was double twice.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Cut that out.
Anyways, leave a like and comment, and
Make sure to turn on post notifications for us, and we'll make sure to be giving you the best content that we possibly can. And
we might do a 24-hour challenge. It's been up in the air. We have a lot of ideas, a lot of content hopefully coming out to you guys. We just gotta find the time and the weekends, and
yeah.
wrestling season's about over for me. We have 2 weeks left of that, and then open weekend, so I'll for sure be videoing a lot of things.
Yeah.
With ice fishing, you guys will see my dad a couple times too, probably in Canada for sure. I have my little cousin Owen in Canada. He'd probably come ice fishing with us and summer fishing with us. He's a young fisherman. You want to get those young people out there and show them what they got.
For sure.
So,
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we'll see you guys next time. Talk to you later.